Hey guys, today on People Now.
Trump goes on another Twitter rant.
This time claiming he won the Electoral College and popular vote by a landslide.
Life is what it's supposed to be, and everything happens for a reason.
Mariah Carey opens up about love, her wealth, and her kids in a brand new interview.
Blac Chyna shows off her insane baby weight loss just 2 weeks after giving birth.
The beauties have landed.
That's right, Kendall and Bella are in Paris for the big show.
Plus,
Star of the Middle, Patricia Heaton, joins us live this morning. Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to People Now. We are streaming live. Welcome back. Here we go. We made it through Thanksgiving weekend, through Black Friday. Thanksgiving weekend basically made me bloated, gave me a little heartburn, and gave me a head cold. So we'll see how, off to a good start here this week. Let's begin with this. As supporters in Cuba continue to mourn the death of Fidel Castro, celebrities here are reacting to the 90-year-old's death on Saturday. Gloria Estefan posting this photo of Cuban refugees along with her thoughts on Castro's death, saying, although the death of a human being is rarely cause for celebration, it is the symbolic death of the destructive ideologies that he espoused that I believe is filling the Cuban exile community with renewed hope and a relief that has been long in coming. Estefan went on to say, although the grip of Castro's regime will not loosen overnight, the demise of a leader that oversaw the annihilation of those with an opposing view, the indiscriminate jailing of innocents, the separation of families, the censure of his people's freedom to speak, state-sanctioned terrorism, and the economic destruction of a once thriving and successful country can only lead to positive change for the Cuban people and our world. May freedom continue to ring in the United States, my beautiful adopted country, and may the hope for freedom be inspired and renewed in the heart of every Cuban in my homeland and throughout the world. And on Sunday, San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick defended his thoughts on Fidel Castro after a reporter pointed out Kaepernick had worn a t-shirt with the dictator's face on it in August. Watch this.
What I said was I agree with the investment in education. I also agree with the investment in free universal health care, as well as the involvement in helping end apartheid in South Africa. You know, I would hope that everybody agrees those things are good things. And trying to push the false narrative that I was a supporter of the oppressive things that he did is just not true.
And back in Cuba, Elian Gonzalez, the young boy who became world-renowned during an international custody dispute between Cuba and the U.S., he remembered Castro fondly. And moving on to this, Donald Trump continues to defend his election victory amid the news that Hillary Clinton's campaign is participating in the Wisconsin recount headed by Jill Stein of the Green Party. And on Sunday afternoon, the president-elect posted on Twitter falsely claiming that he won the Electoral College and popular vote by a landslide, tweeting, in addition to winning the Electoral College in a landslide, I won the popular vote if you deduct the millions of people who voted illegally. Trump tweeted that claim despite there being no evidence of illegal voting. The future 45th president did not offer up any facts or specifics for his claim that millions voted illegally, and there's been no legitimate evidence of widespread voter fraud in the 2016 election. And according to tallies from CNN, Clinton won the popular vote by nearly 2 million votes, making her the 5th presidential candidate to take the overall vote but not the Electoral College. Now, Trump's claim that he won the Electoral College by a, quote, landslide doesn't quite hold up, as he is projected to win 290 votes to Clinton's 232. On Sunday, Trump continued to tweet, saying, it would have been much easier for me to win the so-called popular vote than the Electoral College, in that I would only campaign in 3 or 4 states instead of the 15 states that I visited. I would have won even more easily and convincingly, but smaller states are forgotten. Trump then followed up his tweet storm Sunday night, saying serious voter fraud in Virginia, New Hampshire, and California. So why isn't the media reporting on this? Serious bias, big problem. Again, the president-elect did not back up his claims with any facts or evidence, and there have been no reported cases of major voter fraud in any of those states. On top of those tweets, Trump released a separate statement on Saturday in response to the recount efforts, saying, the people have spoken and the election is over, and as Hillary Clinton herself said on election night, in addition to her conceding by congratulating me, we must accept this result and then look to the future. And amidst all the tweeting on Sunday, Donald Trump arrived back to his Trump Tower in New York City after spending the Thanksgiving holiday with his family at his Mar-a-Lago estate down in Florida. Now on to this.
No. I mean, like, life is what it's supposed to be, and everything happens for a reason. So I think it's a part of my life that I'll always remember, but it's not what's going on right now.
Now, while promoting Mariah's World, Carey also revealed how music helps her get over a breakup. Watch this.
Honestly, I'll write. I write when I'm in that kind of a place. But I love to listen to music, other people's music, my own music sometimes, depending on the song, because I put a lot into it, and a lot of it's like, okay, this was specifically about this situation, and so I'm going to listen to it right now to get through it.
Does it feel like a lot of your music becomes like diaries to like...
Definitely.
You know?
Yeah, because it's particularly when it's about a specific time, in my life, as the writer, I'm sitting there going, oh, okay, this was really real, and then sometimes it's a story that I just made up. I don't think sweats, no makeup is necessarily raw. There's like a lot of other things that would be worse. I just don't, when I'm around people, I'm not usually in sweats with no makeup because I'd rather be alone at home with my babies. Like, here I am, sweats, no makeup. But I'm not even a big fan of sweats. Like, I'm usually in like a negligee, some kind of a little number. I had to get used to it. I really did. I'd be like, get out, a lot of the times. And, but like watching a lot of different people's documentaries of their lives or tours or whatever it was, I just felt like, you know what, I should do this. And I also think it's good, like, for rock and roll, my twins to have this footage for themselves, even if I never use, like, however much of it, they'll still have it and they'll still be able to do it. They love being on stage with me. They love being a part of things. So it's, it's nice. Well, it's very important for me in terms of the twins because it's a totally different experience to be born into something rather than to have to do it on your own. And so I just want them to have a work ethic. And it was like yesterday, me and, I was playing The Sims 3. I don't know where he got, suddenly he's into this, but he's into Minecraft more than anything, the both of them, rock and roll. But he was playing The Sims, and he's like, okay, Mommy, we're going to play The Sims together. So we're playing, and I'm like, no, the character's got to go to work now. It's got to go to work because he keeps wanting to buy things. I'm like, no, I'm like teaching him while playing the game, like, no, you have to make sure he was calling the character Mommy, and like, he made it me. And I was like, no, she has to go to work. That's why we work, darling, so we can get different things.
There you go. Get some different things maybe on Cyber Monday.
Yes. Are you going to get anything today?
No. You know what we did for Black Friday? We bought a mattress.
Wait, really?
Who buys a mattress? When do you ever even
went out to the store?
No, actually it was online.
It was
It was
online.
like Cyber Monday on Friday.
That's what I'm confused because everything's online now, so Black Friday is kind of also like Cyber Monday, a little
These are the conundrums that exist for us. And Andrea, you have more trending news.
Yes.
I'm going to mull this over while you talk.
Jeremy. Well, everyone, look at Blac Chyna flexing. The new mom, who already lost 23 pounds since welcoming baby Dream 2 weeks ago, has been posting videos on her Instagram showing off her post-baby bod. Well, ever since giving birth to her new daughter with fiancé Rob Kardashian, Blac Chyna's been very open about her post-baby weight loss journey. In a Snapchat post, she shared her weight loss numbers, saying, 39 pounds, go away. Lost 23 pounds so far, goal 130 post-baby weight. Well, Blac Chyna is definitely on her way to reaching that goal, and you can catch E's hour-long Rob and Chyna baby special on December 18th to get a sneak peek into the couple's life leading up to baby Dream's birth. All right, moving on to this. The angels have arrived in Paris, that is. Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, and other Victoria's Secret angels have touched down in the City of Lights in preparation for the 2016 Victoria's Secret fashion show. This is also the first time Kendall Jenner has returned to Paris since her sister Kim Kardashian's terrifying Fashion Week robbery. But Kendall is not letting that get her down. She is excited as ever for the big fashion show and posted this picture on Instagram before she took off for Paris with fellow angels Bella Hadid, Lily Donaldson, and Joan Smalls, captioning the photo, "We're off." And these BFFs are definitely giving us so many friendship goals right now. Bella posted this pic on her Instagram of herself with Kendall and Lily Donaldson giving a cutout of the Eiffel Tower a kiss. How romantic for the City of Love. And make sure to tune in to see Kendall and Bella walk the runway Monday, December 5th.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker, and Liam Hemsworth. This is Jared Leto in People, photobombing Anne Hathaway, and Reese sneaking one in on Sophia and Joe. This is Dustin Hoffman, photobombing the dame herself, Judi Dench. proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Well, guys, country star Cam isn't just writing songs like her hit Burning House for herself. She's also written for some big-time singers. So when I sat down with her, I had to ask who her all-time favorite star was to write for. She revealed it was none other than Miley Cyrus for her song Maybe You're Right. And she explains the quick and sort of unconventional way it all went down. Watch this.
You might think I'm crazy, that I'm lost and foolish, leaving you behind. Maybe you're right. He goes, I'm gonna go to the club for a while. And I was like, is this how you write in LA? Like people just disappear? And he was going to the club to get Miley to bring her back, and she loved it. And so we finished the song, and she recorded it. It was like right before the album came out, and I think that's like how you sneak onto albums. At the very end, you're like the shiny new song.
Yeah, right.
So
very cool.
Worked out.
Guys, she plays Frankie on ABC's The Middle. We all loved her as Deborah on Everybody Loves Raymond, and now we're all so excited because she is in the People Now studios. Welcome, Patricia Heaton. So good to have you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, early morning. We're getting the Thanksgiving weekend out of our blood here.
That's right, yeah.
And it's always nice to have a former People magazine employee stop by.
I know. I used to run the Xerox machine.
Yeah, way back in the day.
Yeah, stories about all these other actors who were doing really well.
It's like
I was at the Xerox machine.
It's kind of the worst job to have as an aspiring actress,
builds
right?
character.
Does
yeah,
it?
it gives you something to strive for.
Okay, there you go. Well, how was Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was great. I was in Utah, actually.
Nice. Yep.
I was hiking and rappelling for the first time.
Wow.
Which was really great. And then I copped out of dinner and we ate at a diner.
Really?
Yes, and we had it was the best Thanksgiving ever.
Here's the thing, you do something like that, it's so unexpected and spur of the moment, it's more memorable, right?
It was totally spur of the moment.
Yeah.
We didn't know what we were going to do when we called up, and they actually had a great Thanksgiving spread, and we had a great time.
So great. So you made it out, hopefully unscathed from the food or the rappelling?
The rappelling, yeah.
Okay.
I have a little bump on one knee, but otherwise.
So there you go. Epic Thanksgiving for sure. Frankie Heck and her family on the middle, not such a great Thanksgiving.
It was
fights
the
going on between you and
first
Axl, right?
episode where we didn't end on a kind of an up note and everything wasn't resolved. We ended with me getting in a fight with Axl and him not showing up for our Thanksgiving. So it was kind of, we had so many people texting me saying, what happened?
How could this be?
I know, your show is usually so uplifting, but it's great. I think it's like a 3-episode arc of what happened.
Well, so I was going to ask, it's all over the girlfriend, and so what can we expect like this coming episode?
There's a big, shocking resolution to it. Yes.
Wow, okay. And you said 3-episode arc, so it's not going to be resolved.
Not next week, I think the week after. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
Well, we will wait with bated breath. The Middle is in its 8th season now. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So far from the Xerox machine at People.
Yes.
But is it interesting to you to be playing these storylines with sons on the show, and then you've got the teenage sons in real life?
Yes, and they've followed the ages, because when I was on Raymond, the kids on that show were the same age as my kids then, and the kids on the Middle are the same age as my kids now.
It's really interesting, huh?
Yeah, I can't get away from it.
Are you more likely to take cues from the show for the real world, or
it
the
almost
other way
happens?
around?
It happens simultaneously.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I haven't had this girlfriend problem yet.
Oh, really? Okay.
So yes, I've liked the girls.
Does that make you? Okay, so you've liked all the girls.
But it's definitely what Frankie's big complaint was this week is the boy mom doesn't get to make any of the decisions. The girl moms get to make all the decisions of where they're going to eat and what they're going to wear and who they're going to hang out with on the holidays. And the boy moms just have taken. I have 4 boys, so I'm kind of stuck.
These are the dilemmas.
I'll never be able to make any decisions about the weddings. Hopefully there'll be weddings.
And hopefully there'll be good
as long as they get married, I don't care. You can make all the decisions you want.
Just have a happy life and get out.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on from Thanksgiving, we've now made it to Cyber Monday, which is kind of shocking that that's even a thing.
Yes.
But you were here to talk about something a little lesser known but more meaningful. It's called Giving Tuesday.
Yes.
It's tomorrow.
Right.
For $75, make sure I get it right, families here can purchase a goat for families in Africa.
Yes.
Tell us how that changes their life in terms of all things.
I do some work for World Vision now, which is a Christian humanitarian organization, and they find long-term solutions to poverty, health issues, education issues all around the world and in the U.S. So actually today and tomorrow, if you go to worldvision.org and you purchase something from their gift catalog, and it's a great way to Christmas shop. You can get all your Christmas shopping done online today and tomorrow with World Vision, and this wonderful company, 31 Gifts, will match everything you buy up to $2 million.
That's incredible.
And you can make such an impact on people's lives. You can give them clean water. You can buy a goat, which will finance their family for years to come.
Wow.
With food and clothing, and so there's tons of gifts that you can order through the catalog. And we've given people ties, we've given people watches and perfume and all this kind of stuff for years and years and years. You can give a person a flock of chickens, you can give them a goat.
And we're talking about sort of base level needs here that will impact, like, potentially for generations,
meaningful,
right? I mean,
meaningful
it's really
gifts that have
incredible.
real tangible impact for generations.
This is the catalog?
And this is the World Vision gift catalog.
Physical catalog.
So you can either buy bracelets and that kind of thing to give to people, or you can just donate a flock of chicks in their name, and they will send a card to them.
You and one of your sons actually went with World Vision on
We
a
went
trip.
to Zambia.
Tell us about
yes,
that.
my youngest son Dan and I went to Zambia, and we got to build bicycles, which is like giving a person a car in Africa. We got to cook. We saw how the clean water works. We saw the education that's happening there, all through World Vision and all their partners. World Vision's in 100 countries around the world and in the U.S., and they're doing amazing long-term sustainable programs for people. So
it's really incredible. Great organization. We're glad that you're here talking about that. Before I let you go, I want to bring this up as well. One of my favorite scenes from Everybody Loves Raymond, at least I guess for Thanksgiving, is this Thanksgiving clip that you posted, the tofu turkey. You see that? I mean, obviously great memories for you. How do you keep a straight face in scenes like that?
Well, fortunately, we had 4 days of rehearsal where we could get all the giggles out. But you know what? It's so easy to hold your laugh because you're enjoying the audience's response, and you know what's coming, and oh, the audience is going to love this when it comes. So it's in your best interest to hold your laughter back.
It's such a smart idea to do those days of rehearsals.
Yes.
So you just kind of get so used to it, you're probably almost sick of it.
Right, yeah.
And man, how great. It's like, oh, if they're laughing at this, they're going to love what's going to happen in 2 lines from now. You mentioned there you miss Peter Boyle so much, and it's hard to believe, the show ended over a decade ago. Peter Boyle, Doris Roberts, Sawyer Sweeten have sadly passed away.
Yes.
Do you keep in touch with any of the other, with Ray?
Yeah, I just had coffee with Ray and Anna a couple weeks ago. Ray has a great Labor Day party every year that we all go to, and unfortunately for the occasion, we got together when Doris passed away, so everybody had dinner together. So, but it's a great group of people, and we still stay in touch.
Yeah, obviously that's something that's lifelong friends.
Yes,
for sure. One more thing here, thanks to The Middle and Everybody Loves Raymond, you are this iconic TV mom. Over the weekend, we heard the sad news that another iconic TV matriarch, Brady Bunch's Florence Henderson, passed away.
Yeah.
Where were you when you heard that news, and how will you most remember her?
Well, I had the great fortune to spend some time with Florence at some various events, and she was such a great down-to-earth gal. She had a kind of rough upbringing, and she always loved the nuns that taught her, that kind of saved her childhood, and she supported these Benedictine nuns for years and years and years, and was a great patron of that order. And she was just one of these gals. She worked really hard. She was super down to earth. She was an old showbiz broad. So even though she always looked so elegant, she was just like a great gal that would talk to anybody. And I'm sort of feel fortunate that I get to be a part of the great tradition of TV moms.
Sure, it's like this special little club.
It's like a little club, yeah.
Such a great legacy there. Patricia Heaton, thank you so much.
Thanks,
Good
thanks
to
for
talk
having
to you.
me.
Guys, watch ABC's The Middle at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, and for more information on World Vision and Giving Tuesday, make sure to go to givingtuesday.org. And Patricia will be back in just a little bit. Stay here with one last thing, so stick around for that.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
It's that time again. The stars are on the move, and we're following them in today's edition of Star Treks. Lady Gaga showed a very emotional side in a revealing interview with Lee Cohen for CBS Sunday Morning. Now, we all know Gaga for her outrageous outfits. I mean, meat dress, anybody? But the poker face singer is now dishing the elaborate get-ups and going back to her roots for her 5th studio album, Joanne, and new dive bar tour. When asked about the fresh tour, Gaga says, "I don't know that you can put a label on growth. I'm just me. I'm 30. It's just what I want to do now." But Gaga says there are definitely things she misses about being Stephanie Germanotta, namely her family. The title title of her new album, Joanne, was named after her late aunt who died of lupus at age 19. And it's her family support that really keeps her going. The singer told Cohen, "Making your dad happy is, especially for an Italian Catholic girl, it feels really good. Nothing better than walking into your dad's restaurant and seeing a smile on his face and knowing that your mom and dad and sister are real proud of you and that you haven't lost touch with who you are. That, for me, is real success." But Gaga got especially emotional when talking about life in the spotlight, saying how she feels a particular bond with everyone she meets. Telling Cohen, "I miss people. I miss, going anywhere and meeting a random person and saying hi and having a conversation about life. I love people." Well, a lot of very interesting stuff there. Nice to see Lady Gaga being so open, and definitely looking forward to her upcoming performance at the 2017 Super Bowl halftime show on Sunday, February 5th. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift. And Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth. This is Jared Leto in People, photobombing Anne Hathaway. And Reese sneaking one in on Sophia and Joe. This is Dustin Hoffman, photobombing the dame herself, Judi Dench. Proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Well, guys, can you even imagine what the holidays would be like with quintuplets, a 5-year-old, plus the in-laws? I mean, mind blown. Well, Danielle and Adam Busby, stars of TLC's Outdaughtered, are gearing up for their chaotic Christmas. It will look something like this. And their number one concern is how they're going to baby-proof the Christmas tree. Watch.
I'm worried how the gifts in the tree is going to stay there.
Stay up.
Stay up, and I think I might have to just put like fake boxes under it just to keep them entertained. Maybe someone had told me that. Because I took 5 big boxes, wrapped them around the tree so they couldn't get like really to the tree.
Right.
So I don't know. I gotta do some research and see how do I keep the kids out of the tree.
I do like that idea, and then you can bring down the real presents like just before the big moment.
Because last year they weren't even crawling yet, and so this year it's way different.
And the Oscar goes to you. Yes, now is your chance to get up close and personal to some of your favorite movie stars when People presents the Oscars Fan Experience Sweepstakes. You can enter to win a trip for 2 to LA and get a chance to be on the 2017 Oscars red carpet. Head to people.com/2017OFE to enter, and the sweepstakes ends on December 12th.
All right, coming up tomorrow, guys, the Rascal Flatts are talking their new album and collaborating with their kids. Plus, we have an exclusive clip of Chip and Joanna Gaines from their blockbuster HGTV series, Fixer Upper. We love that show.
Yes, we do.
Can't get enough of it, and they are amazing.
I know.
They're cool people. They're a totally different take on the whole. Anyway, I could talk about them a lot.
You really like them.
Love them.
All right, thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Patricia Heaton. Take it away, Patricia.
Hey, I'm Patricia Heaton, and this is One Last Thing. So the last show I binge watched was The Crown on Netflix. It's amazing, and John Lithgow as Winston Churchill is fantastic. You have to see it. It's one of those shows where my husband and I kept looking at each other and saying, how much do you think they spent on that shot? And look at those costumes. And it's the kind of show where I had to, after each episode, had to go and look up everything about it and find out where it was filmed and how long they rehearsed and how John Lithgow got to talk like Winston Churchill. And it's fantastic. I highly recommend it. It's beautiful. The last episode of Everybody Loves Raymond that I watched was, of course, the Thanksgiving episode with the tofu turkey. Watching Brad Garrett try to swallow that tofu, I actually think it was a real reaction to the tofu. I don't think he was even acting. The last movie I saw that made me cry is a wonderful little indie film called Other People, starring Jesse Plemons and my good friend Molly Shannon, who plays my sister on the middle. It's about a playwright who comes home to be with his dying mother, and it is so wonderful, and it's funny, and it's touching, and we laughed and we cried, and I highly recommend it.